Auto attack for the win. Um, Alright, so anyways, we're gonna do a little leveling until 9:30 and then I have to work, so grab the flight. Do I need the flight path? Probably not, but let's grab it.
What can I do for you?
Can you do for me? What kind of gloves do I have? I don't even have gloves.
How are you?
So I came back online last night, and Zolson was not online, so I don't know what level Zolson is. Ooh, Zolson. Oh, okay, I added him to my friends list. What level he is. He was level 8 last time I looked.
Light be with you. Need help? Light bless you. Go with honor, friend. Let me help you.
Probably I'm too high level for these quests. I need a better weapon. Which money do I have? Oh, geez, I got 37 gold. Yeah, I need a better weapon. The weapons, though, in the auction house, oh my god, they were actually really expensive. Let's get to the auction house. Yeah, we need a... What level is this weapon? This is level 5, and I'm level 18. Yeah, level 5, and I'm level 18. Yeah, I think I need a better weapon.
Hey there.
That's one of the things on the server, is you level so fast, you're going to outlevel your gear so quickly. Sip of coffee. Who does that remind you of? I don't know where this flight thing comes from. It really annoys me because sometimes I want to take screenshots when I'm in flight, and now I can't because I've got this dumb thing in the middle of the screen that says Stormwind 1 minute. It's not even accurate. Like, it's not even accurate. Could be carbonite, but I don't think I have carbonite. Do I? Oh, I forgot. There's even a... Is there a dungeon finder in here? Oh my god. Wow. So if you really want to level quick in this game... I forgot about that. If you really want to level quick, you just queue dungeon finder. Yep, I do not know what add-on it is that's doing this. Let's see, Keep Faith. It's not... Can't be Auctionator. I know it's not any of these. Let's just out of curiosity. Well, no, we can't test it without flying, and I don't want to fly, so screw it. Worry about some other time. I literally only have like 22 minutes until I'm supposed to work, so... So, let's see. Here's like a sword for 5 gold, but even that's like really expensive. Let's go. The Blessed Claymore. Big sword. Executioner's sword. How expensive some of these things are. 148 gold. Everything's so expensive. Like, I'm using a 2-hand sword that does 7 damage. Alright, it looks like we're gonna have to go with the 2-hand sword. I mean, I'm using, yeah, but we're gonna have to go with the 2-hand sword. We're gonna have to grab one of these. I hate to spend 10 gold. I don't have that much money. That's a lot of gold. For me, anyway. Giverblade, what the hell's that? Everything's so expensive. He's spending 10 gold. But you know what? We're not gonna spend 10 gold. F that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna buy a gray sword. Hey Reptilian. No, this is the official Wrath of the Lich King? No. The Wrath of the Lich King server isn't out yet. The beta's not out yet. This is Warmane Wrath of the Lich King. Ah, sip of coffee. We're gonna buy a gray sword.
What are you looking for?
I want a 2-handed weapon. What do you got? Look at this. 54 silver, and look, it does more damage than my weapon. And it's 54 silver versus 10 gold. And this one's 8.7. 9.6. What level is this? This is 16, so 12.6 damage. The rock hammer's 12.6. 3.7, 2.9. 3.7 is going to hit a hell of a lot harder. Because of the slow attack speed, so we're going to go with the 3.7. Let's see. Yeah, I can't buy anything off the AH. I don't have that kind of money, you know, because I haven't played on this server much. I've got like 100 gold or something on my priest. He's like level 40 something. So I'm not going to be like spending like 10 gold on something. That's like 10% of my entire income. Or my entire, you know, wealth, I guess.
I supply only the finest goods.
But it's expensive, but this server's been out a long time. So that's why it's expensive, is because this server's been around a long time. So let's grab, I mean, this is 100 armor, right? So let's grab this. This is 140. I mean, some of these things are like insane. You know, like these boots here. You know, if you can get like here, like if you can increase your armor by this much plus 88 armor for 15 silver, it's definitely worth it. All right, so let's reduce the amount of damage we're taking.
Good day to you.
I think that's pretty good. And then with the bracers, we're 66. And what belt? Belt is 58. Now I got a better belt. That's it.
Be careful.
Nope, let me sell this stuff.
How are you? Have a good one. Safe travels.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you gather like stuff, you can actually make money, right? Let's see if we can get a group. I mean, out of curiosity, let's see if I get how fast the queues are. I'm just curious how. But this is 7x, so you level super fast on this server. So look at how fast that was for the dungeon queue. That was like what, like a minute? You know? My damage is gonna be piss poor because I have like terrible gear. Yeah, there's really no point, right? And this audio's loud. I'm gonna roll need because it's better than what I got. Oh, actually, a lot of people roll in need. Yeah, it's 7x on this server, so there's no real reason to. How am I out of mana already? Do I have? We're gonna have to figure out how to do these judgments because this is like. So Wrath of Lich King is another interesting thing is we have Judgment of Wisdom. I don't really know what kind of keybind I'm going to use for that. I don't really know.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I don't have my UI is not even. This is ridiculous. My UI is not set up at all, man. I don't even have my keybind set up. I don't even have this keybound. Actually, I thought my hit was gonna land before that guy killed me, but here, hold on a second. Keybindings. God. I guess only the rogue lived. That was my that was bad. I was so discombobulated by the fact that my that my divine protection wasn't even on a keybind. Actually, let's change. No, that's fine. Actually, no, keybindings. Oh god, this better be fucking character specific. I guess it doesn't really matter, but. And of course it's not. Jesus. That is probably one of the single most infuriating things in World of Warcraft. Is that when you go into key bindings, that it's not by default character specific. Because you'll have a character, because I don't use the exact same keybinds for all my characters. They actually vary. Like, you know, I may have like a certain keybind on this slot, this bar slot, and on a different character it may be a different keybind. I don't use the exact same ones. I mean, predominantly I do, like 80 or 90% of them are the same, but there's always a couple that are different. Well, the thing is, here's the thing, Reptilian. Wrath of the Lich King is coming out. The beta's coming out. There was a leak that came out, I think yesterday or the day before, that says the Wrath of the Lich King beta is going to be the 27th of this month. Well, if that's true, if the Wrath of the Lich King beta is the 27th of this month, that means that the actual Wrath of the Lich King release will probably be, you know, shortly after, like maybe a month after. You know? So there's no reason, like I was playing on the Lordaeron, which is a 1x speed server. There's absolutely no reason to do that. I wondered why they were going this way, and our bot corpses should be over here. So there's no reason to play on like a 1x server, because it'll, by the time I'm like level 30, the actual Wrath of the Lich King Classic will be out. You know? Where the hell's my corpse? I thought I was further back. This is bizarre. Oh, we have to go into the instance to recover our corpse? Yeah, that's right. Oh my god, these guys don't even know where the instance is. This is great. These guys don't know where the dungeon instance is. Oh my god. Oh, look at this reptilian. All these guys are... all these guys are trying to figure out where the dungeon entrance is. They're like running around like totally lost. That's great. That is so great. Oh man. You gotta love that. Yeah, well, it actually, I'm not gonna lie, it threw me off a little bit because the dungeon fighter threw me into the dungeon. So when I died and I had to run back to the dungeon, I'm like, "Where's my corpse?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's inside the dungeon." So it threw me off because I'm not used to the dungeon finder. But it's funny, like, yeah, that is the problem with dungeon finder. If people, it's amazing to me how many people haven't played, or I mean, how many people haven't played WoW, or they don't know things like where the dungeons are. I mean, I get lost in Maradon. I'm not gonna lie. Which one's the one over in Desolus? I get lost in that instance. This instance over here, I totally get lost in there. I'm like 3 different wings. I hate that dungeon. Like, I get totally lost, you know. I'm like, where is this? I don't have a sword. I should have bought a sword and a shield. I much prefer to have a sword and a shield. I hate slow weapons. You know, I really do. But yeah, so there was no reason to play the 1x speed server, because the actual official Wrath of the Lich King will be out way before I'd ever get a 1x character anywhere near 80, let alone 70, let alone even 60. I'd probably be like 40 by the time it came out, you know? Don't stand in the fire! Yeah, this sucks. Slow two-hand weapons. I hate slow two-handed weapons. Like, I do not enjoy slow two-hand weapons unless you have like abilities, like special abilities that can actually make you attack more often. If you're auto attacking with a 3.7 weapon like I have here, it's like, oh my god, it's so like painful. You know, it just feels so unrewarding. Yeah, the only reason I'm playing on this server is because there's really no other server right now that I want to play on. I mean, I already did the private vanilla server to kind of get my key bindings and macros and straightened away for when Everlook comes out, but that's so far away. Everlook's like 3, 4, 5 months away. So, you know, we're ready for Everlook. This Paladin sucks, by the way, because he didn't bother to throw wisdom on me. Like, he didn't bother to throw wisdom on anybody. Look at this. This Paladin didn't bother to throw wisdom on anybody. Maybe he doesn't have wisdom. What level is he? Oh yeah, I think he's level 15. Holy crap, really? I think he's level 15. You know? Alright, Flame Strike. Don't stand in the fire. Nobody's attacking the same target. I mean, if I really wanted to do this right, I'd create a assist macro for the tank, but I'm too bored to care. I'm too bored to care. Oh man. Actually, so another thing too. Oh man, everybody's rolling needs on these cloaks. It's funny. Like, did you see that? I wonder, does everybody really need this cloak? Or are they just... this guy didn't. Well, maybe he just wanted it. Yeah, he wanted. Who else rolled need? Buzz. Maybe they do need it, you know? Yeah, but the tank is only level... He's only level 15, so... 15's a bit low for dead mines. But I was gonna say, like, the greens you get in here, Reptilian, I mean, running this is actually pretty good because, I mean, you can sell these greens. All these greens that are dropping here, you can sell them for a couple gold. I mean, if you want to make some money. And of course, once you get, once you get up to, like, level 30 with a Protection Paladin, you could solo this shit and get tons of loot, you know? Look at this. You wait 10 years for me to swing. I'll swing someday. Alright? Someday I'll swing. I'm going to roll need. Oh, wait, let's see if he rolls need. Yeah, I'm going to roll greed then because the rogue needs it. If nobody would have rolled need on that, I would have taken it. Oh, and then he said it was a misclick. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, I'm gonna roll need on that. Oh, look at that! Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Look at that, I rolled a need of 1. Oh my god. I rolled a need roll of 1. Oh, I get it, we go. I'm going to prevent that flame strike. Let's go ahead and judge with the judgment of wisdom. Yeah, he's like misclick. I just thought he wanted him. He's a rogue. Why wouldn't he want that? It's a good item for a rogue. I took it because it's nice for my sword and board build. Right? Agreed. Pretty nice of the rogue to say that, though. He didn't have to say that. He could have just been like... Could have just taken it, you know? Let's give the rogue a buff for that. For being a nice rogue. Let's see, who's he attacking? Attacking this guy. Alright, fine. You want to attack me? That's fine. Yeah, I need to get myself a shield, and that way I can set up my weapon swap macros so we can swap to shield and sword and sword when we want to like mitigate damage a little bit, like right here where I'm a little bit low on health.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ooh. There's a shield. Pedo. Who's Pedo? I'm rolling need. Why the fuck does a druid need a shield? Why the fuck is a druid rolling need on a shield? You see that? Oh my god, Jesus, oh my god. I actually wanted that shield for my sword and board. You know what I mean? I actually wanted it so I could have a sword and board, just so I can mitigate some damage. Yeah, so here, the thing, Reptilian, is I'm playing different games just to get my character set up for when the actual live versions of those games go out. You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance to stun him before he got his stupid flame. The flame strike. How much damage does this do? Not a lot. Oh, 126 auto attack. How did my judgment do so much less than my auto attack? You can get banned. What the hell is this guy talking about? You could get banned. He's gonna ban someone because they rolled need on an item that a druid can't use. What the hell? Some crazy stuff going on. I gotta go to work though. I'm probably gonna have to leave this group. I just wanted to see how fast the group would actually get together. Let me log into work. Yeah, but I'm just. I mean, I don't really. I mean, honestly, Reptilian, I don't even want to play Wrath of the Lich King Classic because Classic is so ripe with people like boosting and buying gold and GDKP and all that nonsense. You know what I mean? That it really ruins. It ruins. It really ruins the game. I mean the auction house and everything is the prices. The economy is completely destroyed. So what is it? Why are they Sequoia's a question mark? Did they leave the party? Oh, they died. How did they? How did they even die? That's weird. Where are their bodies at? Here. Where's his body at? Did he actually? They actually released? I mean, I could have rezzed him. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Do I not have res? Oh my god, do I not have res? Oh my god, I don't have res. I leveled so fast. Shit. Yeah, I don't have res. Well, that's a problem. That's another problem with the 7x server. Is you level 18 so quick, you don't even realize, oh my god, I haven't even gone and done my res quest yet, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean I'll play it because there's really nothing else, and plus it'll be popular. I mean it'll definitely be popular, but because of all the GDKP and all the boosting in the way the community works, and supposedly Blizzard's I thought Blizzard was weren't they making changes to prevent boosting? I think they were. But yeah, it's just Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go to work, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to leave this party. I feel bad, but honestly, holy shit. Who the hell pulled all these mobs, man? Why are they pulling anyway? Like, so we're missing 2 players. One of them probably being the healer, and yet you're pulling mobs. That makes a lot of sense, right?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hodge, I got 41 seconds on Hodge. We still got lay on hands though.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Should be able to make it out. Yeah, it's amazing though, isn't it? Like, oh wow, it actually took us all the way back to Stormwind. It's amazing that how bad players are. Like, it always amazes me, Reptilian, like when you're playing a game that's been out for 18 years and you get players that look like they've never played before, which I guess it's a testament to World of Warcraft as how popular the game is. You know what I mean? Because it's what I mean. It still draws in people who've never played it before, but it's very hard not to be like an elitist, in World of Warcraft. It's very difficult to not be like, oh my god, why are these guys so bad? And I try not to get mad at players too much, because you never know. You never know who's behind the keyboard. I mean, like, it could be a 5-year-old, it could be a dad teaching his son how to play World of Warcraft, and his son's 5 years old. And how bad would you feel if a 5-year-old kid died and you like started mouthing off against that kid in the dungeon, saying it's maybe some choice swear words? How bad would you feel if you could see a camera looking at that little 5-year-old kid with his dad? I mean, how bad would you feel? You'd feel like shit, right? So you should never really be mean to people, like, because they're bad, because you really don't know why they're bad. What if they're a special needs child, So yeah, you should never. But I mean, it always does amaze me though that how many people like especially when it happens a lot when you play on private servers, when you group in parties. How many people just don't seem to really understand how to play the game. But it even happens on like the classic servers too. But with World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King Classic coming out, I think the beta is coming out on the 27th of this month. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play my Paladin. So my Paladin's almost, I think, level 70. So that's probably the only character I'm gonna play on Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I'm just gonna play my Paladin. She's like, she's like 68, I think. I just got to get her to 70. Yeah. Well, basics like how we were just in that group there and two people died. You know, like two people died, and yet with two people in the group dead, they're still pulling mobs, and two of the people that were dead, one of them was the healer, and you're like, why are you pulling mobs? You don't even have a healer. Yeah. Well, I could tell you so many stories back in the early days of like back in 2004 when I played, because I played a hunter, and I leveled all the way to 30 something, like 32 before I was in a group with somebody, and every time I attacked, like me and somebody else were just grouped together like randomly in Stranglethorn Vale, and the guy was like 30 something and I was like 32. And I would send my pet on a mob and I would start shooting the mob, and then the mob kept coming at me, like attacking me. And I got really good at kiting because I figured this is just how the game works, right? Like I send my pet, he hits the mob a few times, I shoot the mob with some arrows, then the mob comes after me, right? I thought that was normal. The other guy in my party says, "Man, is your pet's growl turned off?" And I'm like, "What? Like growl? What the hell's growl?" And he's like, "Yeah, your pet has an ability called growl." And I'm like, "Well, he does?" Because you have to realize back in 2004 when the game came out, it wasn't like there was any tutorials that really taught you that. And the other thing that's really interesting is you wouldn't even know. Like when you get your pet, there's a hunter trainer, and here's the thing. When you're a night elf, maybe it's easier with other classes, but when you're a night elf, the hunter trainer in Darnassus is like, he's just standing there in Darnassus, right? There's a pet trainer there, but there's no titles on characters, right? You just see the person standing there. You're not going to know it says pet trainer unless you click on him. So if you just happen to run to Darnassus and you find your hunter trainer, you click on it and he teaches you hunter abilities, right? And it may teach you like some new tame pet, feed pet, stuff like that, right? But what's really, really interesting, and I don't know if I can show this. Here, maybe we can. Hold on a second. I'll show you what I mean, right? Let's see. Chronos. I'll show you what I mean. And it's funny because the mistake I made was a mistake a lot of people made. Like when you play WoW, it's not like there's a tutorial. You and which is kind of cool. I think one of the things in newer MMOs is they hold your hand too much, which I think is bad. Like, how many MMOs you played, like Elion or Aelion or something, where it goes through this whole 10-level tutorial experience, which is really annoying. I think it's more fun just to not know and because then you have to ask people or you have to figure it out, and that promotes the community. So I don't like the idea of a game hand holding you through the beginning. I prefer to just say, here's the world, go at it. So here's the reason as a hunter, right? So what happens is you learn these abilities, right? You learn, you go to your hunter trainer, you get your pet at level 10, you get revive pet, tame beast, you get all this stuff. So you get feed pet, mend pet. You're like, oh, this is cool. I've got all this stuff. I can feed my pet, I can dismiss him, I can call him. That's it. You think you're good. You think you're done, right? I mean, your pet has some abilities maybe, but you're just like, whatever. You kind of disregard this because this bar is just sitting here. I mean, you might not even know it's there. How funny is that? You might not even see this because when you first get your pet, he might not have Furious Growl. He might not have Bite. He might have a Growl. So what it'll look like, right, is it'll look like this. So if you get a pet that doesn't have any special abilities, this is what it looks like. Well, guess what? These, you just think, whatever. Oh, he's got defense, aggressive, stay, attack, whatever. You don't think much about, oh, he's got any skills, right? You have to go to the pet, right? And so you're looking through your character's abilities, and you're seeing these abilities. You're thinking, well, here's all my pet abilities because they're under Beast Mastery. This is my pet abilities, right? I mean, call pet, that seems like something related to pet dismiss. So what you don't realize is that if you go to the General tab, And you look through here and you see all shadow meld, racial stuff, cooking, dodge. Oh, there's something in here called beast training, right? No one ever told you that, right? No one told you that. Nothing in the game tells you you can train your pet, right? I don't remember anything. Maybe if the quest might have said something, but a lot of people don't read like me. I'm terrible. I don't always read all the words on quests. So you have to go into the general tab, find beast training, and then realize that every pet you have, that every pet has this ability, growl rank 1. I mean, this is, as soon as you get a pet, you have this. But you have to train it. The pet doesn't know it by default. So every time you get a pet, you've got to go in here, you got to click growl rank 1, and you got to train. So I went all the way to level 32 not knowing that. And I'm not alone. Lots of hunters ran into the same issue. I talked to lots of hunters like, oh yeah, I did the same thing. Luckily, most hunters figured it out before I did. You know, they figured it out like level 10 or 20, or like level 19 or level 20 or something. I didn't figure it out until I was in a group in Stranglethorn Vale at level 32. So you bet your ass I was damn good at kiting. You know why? Because every time I shot a mob with my bow, they started chasing me. I just thought this was part of the game. I'm like I'm like freaking wing clip, concussive shot. I'm kiting like crazy every pull. So that's my funny hunter vanilla story, right? So I will tell you, Reptilian, after playing Wrath of the Lich King, and then getting out of the Wrath of the Lich King client and coming back into this vanilla client, I like this a lot better. I like this vanilla client much better than Wrath of the Lich King. I don't know what it is. There's something about it runs smooth, the way it looks. Even the rain in vanilla looks better than retail, in my opinion. You know? So I don't know if I'm going to play Wrath of the Lich King Classic. If I do, I probably won't play it that much. I'd love to play on this server, but it's just a dead server. So I probably will play Wrath, but it's going to be, I don't know how much fun I'm going to have in it. Maybe I should create a hunter for Wrath of the Lich King Classic, because I do like hunters. So anyways, I got to go to work. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Have a good day. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They did something. They certainly did something that killed the atmosphere. But I'll talk to you later, Reptilian. Hope you have a good day, man. Everybody else in the stream, I hope you have a good day. Peace out.